Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marina and I'm thrilled to be here with you today for another great crochet project. Today we'll be crocheting a reversible mesh top, perfect for those sunny days or a night out with friends. The best part is it's beginner friendly and works up quickly, making it an ideal project for those new to crochet or anyone looking for a relaxing yet rewarding design. As you can see, the mesh top has a unique reversible design, giving you the flexibility to switch up your look. I'm sure you will love the texture, the breathability, and how comfortable it feels to wear. I'm totally obsessed with it and it has become my go-to outfit whenever I'm at craft fairs and festivals as a vendor. So if you want to learn how to make this mesh top, keep watching. Before we dive into the details, make sure to check the description box below. I've linked the written pattern there so you can easily follow along with the video and refer back to it whenever you need. For this project, you'll need a 5mm crochet hook or corresponding hook to make the gauge swatch, between 150 and around 500 yards of category 4 medium weight yarn. For size S, I've used 2 skeins of Hobbii Friends 86 from Hobbii in colorway black. For the tutorial, I'm using this caramel color just so you can see better. Scissors, tape measure, yarn needle, and stitch markers. Make sure to check out the gauge swatches with the 2 main stitches down below. They will help you get familiar with the stitches we'll be using in the tutorial. You can use the timestamps below to go back and rewatch. Let's begin with the treble crochet panel. Row 1 uses the foundation double crochet technique. If you are not familiar with this technique, it's a method used to create the beginning chain and the first row of a project simultaneously. It eliminates the need to make a separate beginning chain and then work into it. But don't worry, it's easier than you might think. To begin, make a slip knot and chain 4. Yarn over, insert the hook into the first chain and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 1 loop. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Yarn over, insert the hook into the base of the double crochet, so these loops here, and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Keep repeating these. So yarning over and inserting the hook into the base of our foundation double crochet, which is the beginning chain basically. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Repeat this until you reach the correct width, which should be around 1.5 inches larger than half of your bust measurement. And remember that you need to have an odd number of stitches. Remember that the beginning chain counts as a stitch. If you prefer, you can follow these guidelines. For row 2, chain 4. This counts as a stitch plus chain 1. Make 1 treble crochet into the 3rd stitch. Considering this counts as a stitch, you need to insert your hook here. To make a treble crochet, you need to yarn over twice, insert the hook into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pass through 2 loops, yarn over, pass through 2 loops, yarn over, pass through 2. Chain 1, skip 1, make 1 treble crochet. Yarn over twice, insert the hook into the stitch, pull up a loop, you have 4 loops on hook, yarn over, pass through 2 loops, yarn over, pass through 2 loops, yarn over, pass through 2. Chain 1, skip 1 and again 1 treble crochet. Repeat this pattern until the end of the row. The last stitch goes into the 3rd chain. At this point, your top should be around half of your bust measurement. For row 3, chain 4, again this counts as a stitch plus chain 1. Make 1 treble crochet into the treble crochet of the previous row. Chain 1. Again, 1 treble crochet into the treble crochet of previous row, chain 1. Repeat this until the end of the row. The last stitch again goes into the 3rd chain. Turn your work and keep repeating this last row until you reach your preferred length. Measuring from your shoulders where the top will sit once it's finished. Once you're done, cut a 20-inch long tail and fasten off. You need this tail to join the 2 panels on the shoulders. Remember, you can make this top as short or as long as you like. You can even make it really long to turn it into a dress. For my panel, I worked 15 rows, creating a piece that's around 13 inches long. For the mesh stitch panel, you need to begin in the same way, so you need to make the same foundation double crochet, explained previously, until you get the same width as the previous panel. Chain 2. It doesn't count as a stitch. And make 1 half double crochet into the 1st stitch. Chain 3, skip 2 stitches, make 1 half double crochet into the 3rd stitch. Now repeat the sequence by chaining 4, skipping 2 stitches, 1 half double crochet. Chain 4, skip 2 stitches, 1 half double crochet. Continue this pattern until you reach the end of the row. Your last half double crochet should go into the 3rd chain, but you could have 3 different scenarios. Scenario 1, it's my case, so my last half double crochet is gonna be into the last beginning chain. Scenario 2, let's assume that after your last half double crochet you still have the beginning chain remaining. Work another half double crochet. So you end the row with 2 half double crochet. Scenario 3, if after the last half double crochet you have 2 stitches left, one being the beginning chain of your foundation double crochet, work 1 half double crochet 2 together. So you end the row with 2 half double crochet. For row 3, chain 2, it doesn't count as a stitch, and make 1 half double crochet into the first stitch. If you have another half double crochet, skip it. 1 half double crochet into the chain space. And now repeat the sequence by chaining 4 and making 1 half double crochet into the next chain space. Chain 4, 1 half double crochet into the chain space. Keep repeating this pattern until the end of the row. End the row with 1 half double crochet into the last chain space. And 1 half double crochet into the last stitch. For row 4, you need to chain 4, 1 half double crochet into the next chain space until the end of the row. So 4 chain, 1 half double crochet into the next chain space. Finish the row with the chain 3, skip 1 half double crochet and make 1 half double crochet into the last stitch. Chain 2, it doesn't count as a stitch, and turn your work. For row 5, make 1 half double crochet into the first stitch. Skip the chain 3 space and repeat the sequence by chaining 4 and making 1 half double crochet into the next chain space until the end of the row. So 4 chain, 1 half double crochet into the next chain space until the end. Complete the row with 1 half double crochet into the last chain space and 1 half double crochet into the third starting chain. For row 6, chain 4 and 1 half double crochet into the next chain space. Chain 4, 1 half double crochet into the next chain space. Finish the row with the chain 3, 1 half double crochet into the last stitch. The rest of your panel need to be worked repeating row 5 and row 6. So continue repeating row 5 and 6 until you achieve your desired length. Keep in mind that the mesh stitch pattern drapes differently compared to the treble crochet pattern, so you'll need more rows to reach the same length. In my case, I worked a total of 25 rows to achieve a length of 13 inches. Again, to finish, cut a 20 inches long tail and fasten off. You'll need this tail to sew the two panels together on the other shoulder. You may notice that your two panels have slightly different textures, which is normal due to the different patterns. No need to worry too much. Once you block them, you'll be able to even everything out. Just gently pull the sides and you'll see how they match up. During blocking, you can shape them to your preference. Before continuing with our tutorial, you need to block your panels. Blocking is essentially a way of shaping your crochet fabric to achieve a more finished look. And I highly recommend blocking the two panels to allow the fibers to soften up, even out tension, show off the pattern, and enhance the drape. Blocking is meant to increase the size of the final piece by a few centimeters, which is intentional for this design. You can steam block the panels as I did, or if you prefer, feel free to wet block them or use any other blocking method you like. If you are new to blocking and you feel a bit unsure, no worries, it's not as scary as it might seem, and you'll get the hang of it easily. If you want to steam blocking like I do, you need to lay your panels on a flat heat-resistant surface like ironing board or these blocking mats. Even out and shape the panels, pinning them in place with pins. You can also use a tape measure if you know the exact measure you want to achieve. So you use the tape measure as a guideline to pin your panel. Once you're done pinning them in place, hold a steam iron about 1.5 inches away from the piece and gently steam the panel, moving the iron over the surface. Let it cool and dry completely before removing it from the blocking surface, and repeat the same procedure with the other panel. If you prefer to wet block your panels, I link a reel I share on my Instagram down below if you want to have a look. It's a step-by-step tutorials on how to wash and wet block your crochet garments. Now it's time to join our two panels on the shoulders. To do that, lay the front and back panels so that the wrong sides are facing you. Use a tape measure to measure from the shoulder, leaving approximately a 10 inches gap in the center to allow the passage for your head. To ensure the right measurement, I'm using stitch markers. Since my panels are around 19 inches wide, I leave 4.5 inches on each side, which corresponds to 9 treble crochet. I count them on both sides and double check with the tape measure to be accurate. And using the long piece of yarn at one hand, thread it onto the tapestry needle and start sewing the two pieces together by entering from front to back, trying to match the stitches or the chains on both panels. As you can see, I use the stitch markers as a reference. Repeat across the entire seam until you reach the stitch marker. And wave in the end. And repeat on the other side. This is what it should look like. You need to repeat the same for the armhole join. So measure from the top outside edge of the shoulder down to the armpit to get the correct armhole depth for your size. I like my armhole to be 8.5 inches, but feel free to increase or decrease your measurement accordingly to your preference. Once you've got the right measurement, use a stitch marker to mark the spot. This will make it easier for you to sew the pieces together. Taking a yarn tail or adding a new one in the bottom corner, you can start sewing the sides as done for the shoulder joint. So starting from the bottom corner up until the stitch marker, inserting your needle from front to back, trying to match the stitches and the chains. Repeat the same process for the other armhole and then weave in all the remaining tails. Flip your top inside out and you're done. There is an optional step you can take to even out the different texture of the two panels. You can make a double crochet edge around the sleeves. To do this, attach a new piece of yarn into the armpit seam. Chain 2 and make 1 double crochet into the same stitch. Crochet 1 double crochet into each row around. For the treble crochet rounds, you also need to insert 2 double crochet on the side of each stitch, and for the mesh panel, 1 double crochet on the side of each chain space. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun making your reversible mesh top. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss any of my future crochet projects. Remember to tag me, Bloodimaryart, on your social media if you share a picture of your new creation. I'd really love to see it. If you need inspiration, feel free to watch my other video tutorials and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. See you next time!